our town of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkins.
Hi everyone, Tracy here. Today I'm going to share with you the process on how I made my spider web mini album. And I've made other mini albums, and then after I posted them, a lot of you had asked if I could show you a tutorial on how I made the whole album. Well, that's kind of hard since it's already done, so I thought I'd start at the beginning. So what I did was I took a punch, and as you can see, this part here didn't punch out a full spider web. So I took it and I punched it again, and then I fit it on top and matched them, and then I drew around it and then just hand cut it out, and that's what I got. And then I went on my photocopier and I enlarged the heck out of this, and I got this. And at first I was just going to have this little area here as the binding or the hinge for the album, but I thought this would be too thin and the cover might break off. So I had to make it a little bit thicker, and that's where I got this from. So I'm going to go out and cut this on my scroll saw, cut all the negative pieces out. And I have two pieces on here because one's the back and then this is the front. So I want the back and the front to be exactly the same. So that's why I tape these together with just painter's tape so I can cut it. And I'm going to go outside and I'm going to cut this on my scroll saw. I also do woodworking, so I have a scroll saw, so that's easy enough to cut out with this. It cuts really nice. And I think I only have one blade left, so let's hope that it doesn't break, because don't you hate when you start a project and then you can't complete it right away because of little mishaps like that? So anyways, I showed my husband this, and I said, so what does this look like? And he says, a snowflake. So let's hope that it doesn't look like a snowflake when I'm finished with it. But that does give me another idea for another mini album. And even this one gave me another idea for a mini album with the spider web, but I don't have enough of this thicker chipboard. I'm going to have to go to the bookbinding store and pick some more up. I have a lot, but they're all these odd sizes, and it's not going to obviously fit on there, but I'm excited about my second one, and I'm not even finished this one. So I'm going to go outside and I'm going to cut this on my saw. You don't need to see that. It's boring and loud, so I will be back when it's all cut out. So here is the back and the front cover to my Spiderweb mini album, and I will tell you this front cover was not that much fun to cut out, because with the scroll saw, every time you want to cut one of these inside plate pieces, you have to first drill a hole, take your blade out, put it in the hole, cut around it, and then the next one, take your blade out, drill the hole, cut around it, and you have to take your blade out for every single one of those. So I don't know if I'll be making my second one, the other one I was thinking of, but we'll see. So now I am going to do some painting and putting some paper on here, and I will show you the next step. So as you can see, I've painted the front and back cover, and what I did on the front is I painted it with silver paint, and then I did a crackle finish and then painted the black on top of it, so you can see the silver poking out through the black. I think that looks kind of neat there. And then on the back cover, I just did the edges because I don't like to see the raw chipboard, and I'm going to cover it up with paper, so I didn't need to paint the whole thing. And I think I'm going to make a envelope mini out of this one. And the back I didn't paint because I'm going to put paper behind there, so you're not going to see the back. And like I said, I think I'm going to make it an envelope mini, and I bought these long envelopes. I've had them for a while. And then I scored them. And I drew just roughly where I'm going to put them. So they'll be here, and they'll all be there, and then you flip it open, and then there's the pocket here, and then I can make a little slice down here, and I can have a pocket on this side too. And so all I had to do was figure out whereabouts I wanted to fold the envelope, and then I just score it. So I make my mark on my envelope, and I just score it. I know this is not your average tools. I just grab whatever's around, whatever tool works, and then I fold it, and then here's my 5 pages. I like to have at least 5 pages in a book. And then I am going to attach them all with some sticky strip. So I've put together the inside pages of my mini album, and this one is going to be an envelope mini. And I use these long envelopes here from Michaels, but you can use just the regular white ones if you want. And so here is one regular envelope, and then you turn the page, and here's the second one is on top of here. And I just adhered these three sides, so this is a pocket too. But if you didn't want a pocket, then you just put tape along the whole one side. So I showed you how I scored them, and I'm going to show you how I attach them. And I use the sticky strip, and you can see the shine. I haven't taken the top part of the tape paper off, or plastic. And I put the tape a little bit over. I learned this from Laura from following the paper trail. You leave a little bit of a gap here so your album is more expandable. Whereas if you put the tape right against it, it will have a V shape to it once you put all your tags and embellishments on it. So I'm going to take the film off of the sticky strip or red tape, and then I just attach it. Want to make sure that your edges are together, and want to make sure your back is nice and the bottom is straight. Your sides are straight, and then you just adhere it. And there you go. And here I have my pocket because I didn't put tape along this edge here. So there we go. There's the insides. Now all I have to do is cover it with my pattern paper and add my embellishments and add some tags. Okay, so I finished adhering all the papers onto the pages, and I'm not sure if I'm going to cut these flaps off or leave them or extend them. I'm not sure. This is how I work. Sometimes I just make things up as I go along. And so my swap partner, wanted a pink and black Halloween mini album, so that's why we have pinks on there. So I'm trying to see how that's going to work out. So far, actually, I like the pink and the black. I do like pink and black, but I never thought of it for a Halloween mini. But what I did do is I colored some images, and I'm going to incorporate them in the album, and I tried to add pink in it. Like this here, she has pink on her belt and pink on her hat. And here she's wearing a pinky purple kind of a dress. And then this one here, she's in pink. And then this cutie has a pink dress on. And then it was kind of hard to add pink since she's mostly dressed, there's only pumpkins here. These are two images here, so I added pink stockings, her pink pumpkin, and then she has pink little elastics in her hair. And this was a separate stamp. This was the one stamp, and then this one here is the second stamp, and I had to mask it to get all the pumpkins there. So we'll see what I come up with when I am finished with this book. So I've finished adding my embellishments and decorating the pages, and I'll show you those on another video because I'm pretty sure this is going to be longer than 15 minutes, this tutorial. So here's my front cover, and what I did, if you remembered, I cut all these pieces out with the scroll saw, and I wanted to back them, and I used cardstock that I stamped on. And here is the inside cover, and I am going to attach this little pocket here like that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a pocket or just adhere it down straight, but that's how I work. I never know what I'm going to do until I'm actually doing it. So I just put the red liner tape on these three corners here, and if I decide not to put a tag in there, that's fine, or I could just adhere the rest. And then here is the back part, and if you notice here, obviously I didn't have enough paper. My full sheet didn't go all the way here, but this is going to be covered with the back sheet here, so you're not even going to see it, so it's not a big deal. And the same here, I just adhered some cardstock that I had stamped, and here's my little 3-heart stamp that I like to put on everything I make. And here is the back, and I put the red tape liner sticky strip, and then I'm just going to fill it in with my my ATG gun. And a few of you have asked me what this red tape is, what I use to adhere my binding down with. And it's this stuff here. And I have 3 different sizes here. I don't know if there's any more sizes, but these are the only 3 that I've seen. And what it is, I think it's called sticky strip or red liner tape or red tape. And what it is just a 2-way tape. And this, the liner or the protector is actually the red color. The tape itself is clear, but it's this liner, the part that you throw away, is red. So I guess that's where they got the name from. But it works really good. It's a really good adhesion for your paper-to-paper contact. And the funny thing is I can't find this at my Michaels anymore, so I don't know if they've discontinued it or what. So I kind of stocked up on these when I went away. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to attach these because working around the camera how I am right now, with my luck, I'd get it crooked and then I'd be really angry. So let me do that and then I will show you how I'm going to do my binding. Okay, so now that I have the front and back cover adhered to the pages, I'm going to add my binding. Now you can just leave that like that if you want, and I'd paint this a little better, the rough edges, if I was going to keep it like that, but I like mine finished off. And I've done a tutorial on how I do this, and I'll just show you again because this doesn't take all that long. But I am using book binding material. It's like a material paper. It's really, really durable. I usually use this like canvas type material, and I bought this color because I can color it any color I want, but this was black and I didn't have to color it. So, you know, one step I don't have to do is good. So what I do is I put the 2-way tape on either side of the binding, and then I also put it on the edges of my book. So no matter where this goes, it's going to have adhesion at the corner of the book, and it's going to have adhesion right at the corner of the spine. How much stuff she's going to put in here. So I just left it as a simple binding this way. Now I'm going to go off camera to do this because I want to do it straight, the same as I did the other one. So that's about all there is to it. I'm just going to decorate it a bit, the front cover, and I will show you the finished mini in a bit. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange?